Exclamation everybody, I am back with some more Starpoint Gemini. In our last episode, we had successfully defended Tesla Station from some rebels. And there was an additional leg to the mission, but I decided to just warp away from Tesla for a little bit and do some leveling before I came back and continued the story. So that's where I'm headed to now. And we'll see what the game has in store for us as far as the next mission goes. So we had some reveals along the way as well. Second in command of the old Gemini League is the guy who's been contacting us all this time, and my guy, as well as the guy we pulled out of a stasis rift, have pledged their loyalty to the new Gemini League that is being formed, that this guy wants to form. So get to see what action is in store for us next here. All right, interesting. It appears that our organization is run very much like a resistance cell. All they really need is a consultant named Kira Nerys to complete the image in my head of Star Trek Deep Space Nine here. Actually, I guess I should call her Nerys Kira, since Nerys is her first name. So so basically, each of our cells are isolated from one another, so that they can't all be compromised at once. It's an interesting concept. So let's get started here. Okay, time for a battle here. sorry about the abrupt cut. The game bugged out on me a little bit in this mission where I began escorting the ships, and for whatever reason a random NPCs came along and sort of messed up the flight path of my guys, and then they just started flying around in circles for about 20 minutes, and I thought maybe it would solve itself, but I've had to reload the game here. So now I'm finally back. That's why I didn't catch the first couple of words of him talking, because I didn't know if it was going to work this time around. You know, a little blemish here and there is not a big deal. So this guy we've got escorting, he's a bit of a piece of work. Although I guess if all I ever did were escort missions, I'd be 3 sheets short of a dry cleaning business, I guess. Because Lord knows I don't like escort missions. But so far, this is, despite all the guys here, so far this is going better than most of my escort missions ever go.
You're almost done, Captain. Fragile down, sir.
So we've had a couple, we're bringing all these,
Adjusting heading.
use your words, we're bringing all these transports back to the station with, supplies and whatnot.
Did you see? They were all here for my scalp. That's what I call being famous. Brace yourselves. Another wave is coming. I really have so many fans around here. Cowards, if I only had more time. Gentlemen, I believe we are finished here. We can get this convoy on the move. A nice display of pure madness, Bertrand. Just like good old times. Well. Looks like they gathered some courage after all. That just makes me happy. Let's finish them off, shall we? Captain, take the lead. I'll follow you. Going to red alert.
Okay. So the game, bugged a little bit again on me. So I've had to reload again. But it looks like it's working better now. These guys have spawned further away than they did before. I had about 9 of them here that just were right in the middle of the pack, which is why I was in the center of the convoy instead of on the outside like an escort should be.
Actions down, sir.
What I was trying to get to before the cut here, or before these guys started talking, I should say. Something I was mentioning a little bit in the last episode that I never got a chance to finish, a thought I didn't get the chance to finish, is about the sound in here. I've talked about the music, and I still stand by what I say. I like the music. But a lot of the sound, a lot of the incidental sounds, like the comm chatter and whatnot, it's a little too repetitive. I mean, if I hear that guy say one more time, you know, what is this? Why are we here? Who'd you say sold you our new navigational array? I might have to kick a puppy somewhere. That does get far too repetitive. I know that there's certain incidental sounds that are necessary. For instance, you keep hearing the course laid in, course set when you're clicking on things. I understand the purpose of them being there because it is difficult, particularly with the style choices they made here, to tell exactly where I've clicked and if I've clicked and if the order has been accepted. You see this a lot in the real-time strategy games, where your units are usually off the camera, so you need that incidental to say, oh yes, your units accepted the order and are going to continue and do what you know, carry out what you said. And sometimes they'll give them different names. Well, that was cool.
That, as they say, is that.
That guy launched escape pods.
Pity there weren't more of them. Oh, come on, Steiger. Considering what we're doing, there's bound to be more sooner or later. You're just saying that to make me feel better. I suggest we get a move on, gentlemen. Tesla's waiting for these supplies. Link with us as soon as possible. Aye, General. Oh, you came.
That was a cool little incidental there. Alright, we're back at Tesla.
All friendlies, come to my
We got a lot of bow going on here, but no talking. Is anybody there? Hello?
Back so soon? We are just cleaning some remaining mess here. What is the convoy status?
Freighters are undamaged. We had a rough trip, but nothing good old Bertrand couldn't handle, right? You bet. I faced fleets of battle-hardened veterans. This is not worth of mentioning at all. You had some visitors as well, I see. Any problems?
No, just some firing practice, and Kuzev had a chance to warm up as well.
And Dr. Scott, if I see correctly, his ship is drifting again. Helpless, and he said my ship is a bucket.
I was caught unprepared, and I am a scientist after all, not some brainless soldier.
Brainless or not, we brought you what you need to finish your repairs. Let's begin transporting supplies. Did you say sold you our new navigational array? Now that we're all here, we can discuss our plan. There will be no going back. I hope you're clear on that. The convoy we escorted here recently has another function. Dr. Scott and his team equipped them all with neutrometers. Neutro what? I'll let the good doctor explain.
Neutroemitters are basically bomb-like devices. They release high-level neutrino radiation, which is intended to induce and draw a temporary space rift in an isolated area. In other words, it will momentarily rip the fabric of space for a few moments. Every physical molecule caught in it will instantly be forced to exist in two separate realities. That, on the other hand, will result in matter instability and explosion.
That insane language again. Freighters go boo.
What a primitive description of such a marvelous contraption. Yes, they are bombs, but undetectable bombs. No scan is capable of reaching into my devices or detecting their purpose. That will be your advantage.
Indeed. Our target is Saddam Station. That is the very station the captain discovered in Last Ditch. It is very well defended, hidden, and potentially very valuable to our cause. If we capture that installation, we would gain a significant foothold in this area of Gemini. We could finally start operating more openly. How do you know so much about it? Recently, we didn't even know for sure if it existed at all. After your confirmation, we successfully infiltrated their military structure. Our spy had been undercover for months, but recent losses we inflicted to them put them in a state of panic. Attempts to hastily draft new supporters made our job much easier. That's more like it. I can smell a battle I could really enjoy. What's the plan? The Damocles and the Anathema will leave for Last Ditch at once. Archimedes and you are bound for Will-o'-the-Wisp to rendezvous with Tiger, who's escorting our decoy convoy. Our spy whispered to his superiors that a convoy carrying precious cargo bound for Baylor is passing through Will-o'-the-Wisp. Hopefully, in light of their recent losses, they will take the bait and amass the majority of ships at their disposal to attack the convoy. When their numbers overwhelm the convoy, you must evacuate freighters' minimal crews, blow the emitters, and run as fast as you can. By the time you destroy or disable the rogues, our attack on Sodom will be underway. You make your way to our position, and we take out the base and remaining defenders together.
What if we don't draw them away from Saddam?
You can't fail. When Archimedes joins the convoy, rogues just won't resist your charm, really. They'll come down on you like the plague. It's not a perfect plan, I know, but if we act fast and decisively, we can win the day. Let's move then. I'm already bored here. Good luck to you all. And if everything goes well, we'll join together on Sodom.
This is an interesting mission here.
Our
Got some
We got a smooth ride.
different flavor of objectives going on. So it's damn peculiar, if you ask me, that doctor guy, Dr. Thomas Douchebag, or whatever his name was, who keeps, saying, oh, he keeps bad-mouthing soldiers,
What did you say,
they're
soldier? Our new navigational array.
brain dead or brainless and all this stuff. It's damn peculiar that twice in his many missions, his ship was disabled by the rebels. I mean, it's like they're not.
Are those my so-called reinforcements? You're late. For this old space full of rocket them already. You're free to mop up what's left.
Engage, Captain. I have a feeling more of them will be here soon.
Sensors are picking up something in the dust cloud, but I can't be sure what it is.
I do hope it's more of them.
Showtime. Just keep them close to the freighters.
Notify all freighters to prepare the emitters and stand by.
Maximum
Oh boy.
Going to red alert.
Yeah, it's like he's purposely either disabling his engine so he can't fight, or I don't know, the rogues are only disabling him and they're not going in for the kill, because it's kind of odd, right? I mean, they're trying to kill everybody else, but this one guy, this one ship, they're like, we'll just disable him. So I got my eye on this guy. He's got something's not quite right there.
Target destroyed.
Looks like we're mopping up these guys pretty easily, though. I've barely got a scratch on me here.
Only scratch my
This is gonna be.
Actions
I'm damn interested in this
Target destroyed.
little mechanic here, where apparently
teach you some
when we
humility.
get to our destination with these freighters, I have to beam off the crew of them, and then
Target
and that before they detonate. That's gonna be.
Nobody
It's something different. I can't recall ever having to do something like that in another game, so that's neat, As much as I looked around when I was first deciding on.
Was that all?
Enemy destroyed.
Guess so. Maybe they didn't fall for it. I'll contact Damocles. Hopefully they haven't started there.
A moment. I'm picking up a distorted transmission from the dust cloud. A short coded message from someone called Shadowman.
It's our agent.
It says, "Don't fire emitters. Rogues in the dust cloud. Stand by."
Imagine that. Rogues prepared a decoy for our decoy. Freighters, remain on standby and change course to approach the dust cloud. To all ships, keep the freighters safe.
So I looked around on
I see
on
some
YouTube a little bit before I
Run away while you can.
decided I would do an LP of this game, because what happened was hang on.
Neil Dukes reporting for duty. To all League ships, tag my ship and do not engage me. I'm on your side. Nice to finally meet you.
Captain Steiger, try to protect Mr. Dukes. He'll probably draw some fire now.
Not a problem. Neil Dukes secured. I transferred him and a few members of his crew to my ship.
Excellent. We'll fire the neutro devices soon. Captain, begin transporting freighter crews.
Oh boy, here we go. Let's see if I can get in here and get these crews off these ships here.
Destruction.
Maximum speed.
What was I saying?
Entering course.
I actually came across this game because I was I saw an article about the Starpoint Gemini 2, which is coming out November of this year.
Ridley sent word that her ship is heavily damaged. We'll have to deal with things ourselves.
Oh great, Ridley's damaged.
Course laid in.
I got the crew off of the one ship here anyway. Man, I'm
Shields
just
down, sir.
hope I can get to these other ships before I lose my hull here.
Morse here, sir. Insertion successful.
Again, I like that they have a special animation on the right hand side there for what I'm doing.
Captain,
It's a nice touch. There's these little nice touches, like this mission in general, like the mechanics of this mission. Even though the one before this was kind of bugged a little bit, I had to replay it twice just because of bugs. There's rough edges, but I like what they're doing. I like their hearts are in the right place. We'll say that. Now let's see if I can get to this other guy here before I get completely owned here. Go. So yeah, I found this game because I actually saw that Starpoint Gemini 2 was coming out, and so I went on YouTube to see what it...
Mission accomplished. Surviving crews evacuated. We can proceed.
I like your timing, Captain. Let's go.
Head for the T-gate, maximum speed.
I'll hold my thought here.
Success. Their lust for prey was too strong after all. Tactical report.
Rogue fleet is either destroyed or crippled. Scans show 0 operational ships.
Have no fear. I was prepared to take them all down had the devices failed.
Very nice work. Now we must hurry to last ditch. Demetrius needs our help.
Maximum speed.
So I looked on YouTube to see what the game was all about, and every
Initiating maneuver.
video that I came across was highly negative.
Maximum
So
speed.
I sort of had the well, let me get continued on this mission, and then I'll try to continue my thought.
Captain, me and Remy will fix our ships en route as best we can. But you use the little time we have on this sector and dock on Nagano outpost for some fast repairs. We'll wait for you by the last ditch gate. Steiger out.
Yeah, that's okay, but I think I'll repair along the way. I'm not that badly damaged. I don't think I need to stop off here. I'll just go slowly. So yeah, I looked up a lot of the YouTube videos. They're all very negative, you know, because of all the rough edges this game has. And now that I'm playing it, I'm enjoying the heck out of it, even though it is a little rough around the edges.
You all have the station's coordinates. Make haste.
Maximum speed. Changing course. Initiating maneuver.
Welcome to the best part in the system. Today's special is a mid-size space station. Dig in.
I see you've done a good job already, General Demetrius.
Well, this station is nothing compared to the Directorate's battle stations in the past, and I've wasted those in my time.
The station? Anybody? It's still here and we really should proceed. You can finish your conversation later.
Okay, no special orders. Fire at will, concentrate on defense platforms. When those fall, we'll board Sodom and take it over.
Alright, let's take on this bad boy
Maximum
here.
speed.
We're back in Last Ditch where we found this rogue asteroid here. And I guess I'm just going to focus on the platforms here rather than dealing with
Adjusting course.
any of these other fighters. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what I've seen so far with Starpoint Gemini 2. I will probably record it as well because I've been enjoying this game so much. Oh, getting a little frame rate lag there too. So yeah, that's from what I've seen from that, that's a full 3D game, whereas this is 2.5D. I'm not sure what that implies, to be honest with you, because if it's going to be the same mechanics as this, you don't really need full 3D. You know, the whole Starfleet Command-like mechanics where you see your shield grid and you move with the mouse and that kind of thing.
Changing course.
I mean, I guess it gives you better
You're almost done.
in-engine cutscenes, but to be honest with you, I harken back. I harken back to the full motion video days, and I see them with rose-colored glasses and lots of nostalgia. So having a pre-rendered cutscene that's not in engine really doesn't bother me all that much as it does other people.
Changing course.
So I don't know what's up with that. I do know from the little that I do know of it that there will be wingmen and stuff that you can hire,
That's it. Cover us. We'll board the station now.
which sounds pretty cool.
They are really persistent. Those are some of the ships we disabled in the convoy raid. Seems they have some good technicians.
And suicidal captains. Moving to engage.
Ridley, this is Steiger. Captain, you and Kuz should cover me.
We're on it.
Alright, you gonna turn me loose, or am I just gonna watch a cutscene here? What's going on, guys? I'm just watching? Is that what it is? Looks like it. They're winning the...
Accomplished. We have taken the station's command center, and the rest of them just surrendered.
Excellent work, General. You still haven't lost your touch.
Age can only refine my methods, Dr. Ridley.
What now? They seem to be unwilling to continue our skirmish. How unfortunate. I can just shoot them like this. It's pathetic.
They are standing down. Weapons and shields are off.
Do not fire, we surrender. We no longer have a station, no ships, and no reason to fight on. You are free to board the remaining vessels. In exchange, we ask to be transported to the nearest civilian station and be released.
Very well. I can agree to that. Prepare to leave your ships. I promise a safe way out of this sector. And any of you that wish to join us or remain on Sodom are more than welcome to pledge loyalty and stay.
Pity. I had them all locked and targeted. Oh well. Tomorrow is a new day.
Congratulations to all. This is a great day for the rebirth of the Gemini League. Courage and determination brought us to this place. We have stepped back on the great stage, and nothing will be the same again. Of that you can be sure. 20 years of long sleep is over, and now we are awake. We shall finally forge our dream into reality. No one will stop us from grasping our own future and the future of our children. It is our birthright and our destiny, and we shall not abandon it ever again.
Captain's log, Admiral of the Third Fleet, Mitchell Bonaparte, sorry. Solar 11/25/2677. Gemini scientists, particularly those at Tesla's station, intensified the research of stasis technology. Some were led by pure scientific curiosity and some by profit. Revenants started to appear everywhere, sometimes peaceful, sometimes dangerous. Their appearance was especially welcomed by a reborn organization known as the Gemini League. League was led by some of his own former founders. At first it was kept in secrecy, but advancements of stasis technology and surge in Revenant numbers caused some disagreement among factions and caused confrontation about the way to handle new developments. Baldor Republic and Corkurian Triumvirate were always competing for supremacy in Gemini, and stasis technology issue was just another topic on the agenda. Recognizing that duel as a potential conflict which could lead to further weakening of Gemini, the League stepped up preparations for entering the scene. Their victory against the Rogues and conquest of Sodom Station were just an announcement of the great comeback. And we're on to Chapter 2, my friends.